42 volunteers. We sit down with a class, we read a book with them, and then we give each one of the children a book. Then we read it again together so they can turn the pages and follow along. And these are very nice, hardbound books that a 4-year-old can't read, but the purpose is to get someone to read to them at home. The next month we follow up and say, who read to you? Did someone read to you at home? Did your mom? Did your brother? Your sister? We encourage that reading at home. And we've had 2 great stories. One that I personally was a part of last month. I read with a group and gave them their books. And their teacher told them, you got to put them up. You got to put them in your cubby. And one little girl just started crying. I want to keep my book. I love my book. Just little tears rolling down her face. And that meant so much. And another mom showed up at the school to thank the teacher for her little boy's book. She said he sleeps with it under his pillow. He loves this book. And then she explained, that it was First Books that was doing this. So it's really important. I'm passionate about it. I love children. We love children. And we do believe that instilling that love of learning is so important. I remember, I'm 100 years old, and I remember my first book, Harold and the Purple Crayon, getting it off of the bookmobile that came through my neighborhood. I still remember that. And that instilled a passion for reading in me. And that's what we want to do with these children. They are our future. They're going to be making the decisions for us one day. So it takes a village. And that's what we're doing. And again, we are a nonprofit. We get our money from grants and private donations. And what was another question on the form? Ask a question.
What's your budget?
Annual budget.
Oh, annual budget is right now it's $10,000 a year. And out of that, there are no administrative costs outside of our liability insurance, which is minimal. It's like less than 1% of our entire budget. All of it goes strictly to the books. All of it, we have no paid staff at all. And again, we have 42 volunteers. Yes, ma'am?
Can you clarify for me, because there's the National First Book Program,
Right.
and are you part of that?
No, we are not
But you
part.
have the same name?
No, we're First Books of Buford, which is different.
Okay.
And they allowed us to use that. We checked with them first, and they said, yes, you can use that. But we buy our books from them at a discounted rate. But they're a national, warehouse, national program, and we buy our books through them. But we are not affiliated with them in any way. Any other questions? Okay, yes, ma'am.
If I could clarify, because I'm a volunteer with First Books, actually. The schools have to be Title I. They are serving low-income students. Not all schools qualify. So we go into just the Title I schools. Isn't that correct?
That's correct, and that's every school in northern Beaufort County,
County,
with the exception of one school.
What? But we are serving low-income students. It's not, the others.
How many
Thank you.
schools? How do you integrate with the United Way? I thought had a reading program. And how do you integrate with that reading program?
They do, and they serve 2 schools. They serve Shanklin Elementary and St. Helena Elementary. They do those 2 schools.